some confidence from the area of the players. The phobia is in them that it's not too quite a long time. They played their first game and lost. The anxiety, we don't want to lose, and all the rest of things is there. But the good thing is that what really gave us some kind of motivating factor was that away draw. Brought out some confidence in them again. Yeah, it was a loss of concentration, and we know what to do. We try as much as possible to talk to them. That's not going to be a difficult one. But for a team of this caliber, it's too cheap a goal to be considered. More importantly, at that point in time, God forbid, if we were just one goal up. So you see, there are things, players who still get them to know all these things. The rules, the laws of the game must be interpreted. This I have done to them. We brought in a referee to interpret, to make them know everything. You see, the referee didn't say, after my whistle. You understand? You must guide against it. And it was a very dangerous area. You see, but all the same, I just pray and hope we would have learned one or two things from it.
Actually, our game plan, we wanted to, ensure that we contain our opponents and see if we can get a goal through breakthrough first half. And unfortunately, we considered early goals, which almost nearly destabilized us. But we held on to the end of the first half. Second half, we actually tried to see if we could level up. Not until the second goal came, which was that actually demoralized the team very well, because that goal was uncalled for. The goalkeeper has held the ball, and the referee allowed the player to kick almost 3 times before, from the goalkeeper's hand. So I never expected the referee to allow that. But, he allowed it. And that was the second goal, which almost dimmed our hope. I just thank God that we were able to reduce the tally and then, ending it 2-1. It was actually a game that we had planned to win, or at least to leave here with a point. Unfortunately, we couldn't. It's part of the game. I think I commend my opponents' efforts. They tried to pick the 3 points at stake. We never believed we were going to lose the game, but it turned out the other way around. We give them kudos, and I think we'll go back and then, work on our mistakes and our lapses, ensure that we improve as a team and begin to get points away from home.
So, Stanley Guma of Rivers United. Another loss for the team. It's a rebranded team, a new one. They're trying to find their feet in the Nigeria Professional Football League. But good victory for UIFC right there in Jos. And we'll be hoping to consolidate on that result. The Nigeria Professional Football League, we'll talk about it later. We're going into match day 5. What a story it has been already with just 4 games played. And we love it. We love our own football. Cecilia, what's going on?
Yeah, definitely a whole lot is going on. Ben Alaya joins us now. And of course, we have 42 players right there. Army of players. That's what you tagged in, that will be facing Egypt. But unfortunately, we end up picking like 23 after 42. So what do you think about the list?
But first, Ben, good to have you around. And we keep saying it with Ben Alaya.
Say good morning. Ben Alaya, good morning.
Good morning.
He cannot just...
Last Friday you were not here, and I think you were having you were a little bit under the weather or cold.
They said I should not come to work.
The cold is gone now from both sides.
We should have taken rest, but it's good to have you around, Ben Alaya.
It's good to be here.
Cecilia, I'll throw the first question.
Yeah, definitely. 42 players. That was what Siasia invited. What do you think about those? You've seen all the names, all the players and all that. 42, is it okay? Is it too much? And
no,
some
I think it's normal. Okay. If you work with the national team before, you start with the home base. Like I keep saying, that was how 9 home base players went to the 2013 Nations Cup and won it in South Africa, along with the foreign base. So what Siasia is simply doing is recreating a template that is on ground, called the home-based players. Of course, majority of them, are from the same squad that he took to win the Senegal tournament under 23 Olympic qualification. So, I beg you, the under 23 championship. Yeah. So it is good that majority of those players who is eventually blood into the main team are there, and so they start training, because you cannot invite the home base, the foreign base immediately to start training with them. So they come at the time that some of the home-based professionals are already being asked to go home if you don't meet the standard that the technical crew will set. So I think it's a very good idea. We are going back to what we used to have before.
Ben, who should have been on that list that you didn't find there?
Yes, if you ask me, I would say I'm a little bit sad or not too happy that Vincent Inyama didn't return, because he has said it again. I kept insisting, if you have the best goalkeeper in Africa or from Africa who's playing week in, week out for Lille or France, and you are not featuring him in your national team, and you are playing against a tough team like the Pharaohs of Egypt.
But we need to move on. The
Okay,
Super Eagles have gone beyond that.
Let's talk about the players.
If he had retired,
he said, let's put the case to rest. That he's not interested in the national team anymore. Nigeria is so big and blessed and talented to start going chasing one man.
Absolutely, Nigeria is blessed and talented. However, I still believe that if you have the best, I regard him as the best. Yes, he may have issues, emotional issues. His mother died, you stripped him of the captaincy, and you insulted him, almost got him arrested. Is enough to say, I will not play again for this nation. I think himself and Emmanuel Emenike should have been on that squad. I think we should keep talking to them.
But since they are not there,
I think impossibility, as they say, is nothing.
Can we look at the players that we know that are still with the Super Eagles that are not there? That's what I wanted to ask, not the ones that says they are leaving.
Well, I think practically every player is there, except if you say maybe Antonio Uja is playing well in the German Bundesliga. Maybe you should have considered him. Apart from that, I think Siasia acquitted himself well. Of course, he knows the national team. He's been there before. He's with the under-23 now. Victor Moses' return, for me, is splendid. He's been doing well. Mikel, the role he's playing now, you see him going forward with the new role that Guzidik is giving him at Chelsea. I think it's also fantastic that he's back. I mean, he's in the team. And every other person, Kenneth Omiro, his return for me is very good. Yeah. And of course, that of the guy who plays in the heart of the defense, Godfrey Obabona. I'm happy that those guys are back, because if Godfrey plays along Kenneth, the synergy is very good, because I've seen them play together before, and they are young and they are quick, and with the trickery of the Egyptian pharaohs, those guys can handle them.
Okay, let's just get the papers talking, and Complete Sports corroborating with some of the things you said. Front page of the paper, Siasia names 42 Eagles for Egypt, lists Mikel, Ialo, Iheanacho, Iwobi, Fernando Adi, Chikatara, drops Leon Balogun, Sylvester Igbo. That's for that. And then just to confirm what I told you, front page of the Complete of Sports, Enyama not ready for Eagles' return, reveals interim manager Siasia. We spoke to him. This one says Fernando Adi, happy with Eagles call-up. You heard him right here on the program exclusive to Channel Sports. He says he didn't jump, he didn't sing, but he's wild about it. Siasia targets 6 points against Pharaohs, vows to take Eagles to Gabon 2017. You think you can make that happen?
You can make it happen. First, I like to say, okay, I didn't take note of Leon Balogun's absence. He's a fantastic player, and just on Wednesday, his team went away, Mainz, to give a shock defeat to mighty Bayern Munich. I think he should have been in that squad. It's not too late. If Siawan is listening to us, Siawan, you can call him. He's a fantastic right back, and he can do very, very well. I'm happy for Fernando Adi. I listened to him a while ago during the live interview, exclusive to channels, and it was it's over the over the moon about his coming to the national team. I think that Siasia's ambition is achievable, especially now that he's been given a second chance, to acquit himself after we failed to qualify for the Gabon tournament, And I think that if this is the one that we all know is a very determined person, disciplined and focused, he can get it. And over the Egyptians, when he was a player, I was never afraid of them. Now that he's the coach, he's already qualified us for the Olympics. He's done a lot with the under-23s, and I think that this is the time to take it further and achieve something.
Okay, sports day here. I mean, this is your paper. You're the chief editor
You have to
here.
explain that
Of
headline we're
course,
seeing there.
Moses may miss Egypt match. And also, another one here is stakeholders slam NFF over Falcons crew. Now, these two headlines, you have to explain. What's happening here?
Well, I think it's better for the editor to explain that one. I don't want to go into that. But
The Moses zone.
the Moses zone, I want to.
But Ben, you're the editor-in-chief.
As Siasia invites injured West Ham United winger. I saw him play. I mean, is he injured now?
Yes.
He got injured in training?
Yes, he's slightly injured. And
is it just a knock?
It's a knock. From what we are hearing, he may not be too fit for... things may change before then.
Yeah, from now
exactly.
to the 19th.
That's why I say, is it a knock or is it a major hamstring or something? Or it's a...
It's not a hamstring. If it's a hamstring, it's going to take...
Exactly, so it's not.
It's a knock. So let's wait and see.
What tell us? What do you guys know that we don't know about this one?
Every time we go into the internationals, you know, to check what is happening to them health-wise. And if Moses had a knock in training ahead of this weekend's game, I mean, there are fears. We didn't say he won't come. He may not come.